Hi everyone, myself Anandam and I'm a legal intern at Lexis & Company, and today we'll be discussing on the topic of transfer by ostensible owner in the Indian Transfer of Property Act. So what does transfer by ostensible owner mean? It means that when a transfer to be true but is not so. Ostensible owner means a person who appears to be the owner of a particular property but is not. He is not a trespasser or any person having an unlawful possession of property. Act like a property owner with the consent or the conduct of the real owner. Section 41 of the Transfer of Property Act deals with the transfer by ostensible owner. For example, X owns a property in Delhi but he lives in USA. He allows Y, his brother who lives in Delhi, to take care of the property, including the payment of taxes, major repairs, etc. Here X is the real owner of the property while Y is the ostensible owner. Benamidars or Benami transactions are also an example of ostensible owners. Transfer by ostensible owners. What are the essentials of ostensible owner? Transfer of immovable property by an ostensible owner. Transfer is done for consideration. A person interested in the property has consented to the transfer of property. The consent of the person can be expressed or implied. The transferee should have to take proper care and acted in good faith. Such transfer is a valid transfer. Now, let's go to the explanations. Transfer of immovable property by an ostensible owner. This section also applies to partial transfers. Therefore, a transfer does not need to be done by sale or exchange. A transfer involves the transfer of an interest in a property, for example, a mortgage. Transfer must be voluntary. Therefore, the transfer made by orders of the court will not come under this section. The section will not be applicable or will be applicable only in cases of transfer of immovable property. Also, an actual owner must exist with an ostensible owner. Otherwise, the principle has no application under this section. The transfer should be for some consideration. Like this section also does not apply to transfer made without consideration. For example, gifts. Therefore, a gift made by the ostensible owner of a property will not come under this purview of this section. Consent of the person interested in the property. So the term person has been defined in the statute but includes the central and the state governments. A person interested in property means the real owner here. To transfer under this section, the bona fide transferee must prove that the transfer is done by an ostensible owner and the transfer is done with the consent of the real owner. The real owner must be able to give his consent and the consent given must be independent. If the consent is derived from fraud or misrepresentation, then it would mean that the purchase is not bona fide and therefore the petition under this section will not be entertained. The consent of the real owner can be expressed or implied, where the conduct of one person to permit another to act in a particular way, it amounts to implied consent. Mere silence will not amount to implied consent unless there is a duty to speak, but negligence on behalf of a real owner may amount to implied consent. The transferee should have taken reasonable care and acted in good faith. Section 41 states that the transferee must have taken reasonable care before entering into the transaction and must have assumed that the transferor had the right to transferee or had the right to transfer. The test of proper care is the amount of a care of a prudent man usually takes. For example, A, the transferee knew that the land belonged to X. Y told A that X has given him the authorities to sell the particular land. Without making any inquiries and knowing that Y does not have the authority to sell the land, A entered into the transaction. Here A is not entitled to protection under section 41 of the Transfer of Property Act. Now what is Benami transaction? Benami transaction are an example of ostensible owners. A Benami transaction implies that the property is held by one person, whereas consideration for the same is provided by another. Therefore, the real owner is the person who provides the consideration and the person in whose name the property is considered the ostensible owner. Benami transactions are now dealt under the Benami Transaction Act 1988. The Act prohibits Benami transaction and makes it equally punishable. The Act declared that whoever is the ostensible owner of the property will become the actual owner of the property. There are two exceptions to the ban on Benami transaction. Section 3 Benami Transaction Act 1988. If someone buys property in his wife's name, if someone buys property in the name of an unmarried daughter, the transfer is valid. If the requirement of section 41 is met, the transfer by the ostensible is valid and is not null or void. Burden of proof. Ostensible owner. The burden of proof under section 41 lies to prove that a transfer is an ostensible owner. He took reasonable precautions like a reasonably prudent man to protect his interest. Section 41, the rule of estoppel over the real owner of the property. Now, estoppel refers to a situation where a person makes other people believe in something which is not true, and also the other person acts on the same, then the person who made the representation cannot refuse to the act. Here the real owner of the property assures the other transferee that the property dealing with the property has the right to deal with it as the owner of the property and includes the right to alienate the property regardless be it implicit or explicit. The person who is alienating does not have the authority to alienate the property, but he alienates property as the ostensible owner. It should be a consideration. So this is all about ostensible owner. I hope you liked the video, and for such other law related videos, please do subscribe to Lex Click.